What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all good. So in today's video, I am finally doing something that I feel like I promised you guys like 2 years ago, so I'm really sorry about that. But today, I am going to be doing, as you can see, I've been collecting these things for a while. I'm going to be doing a full face using little teeny tiny random crappy brushes that you get from palettes that you never use. I don't know what I'm gonna be calling this video, but yeah, I'm literally gonna be doing a full face, just like my everyday makeup routine, using random fluffy things, these like spongy foam applicators. What else have I got in my little bag of goodies? Got some bronzer brushes, got like a little bit of everything really. I feel like this guy here, which came free with a Kiko foundation, if I can open it. I feel like this guy here might kind of save my life a little bit when it comes to foundation because it actually seems like quite a nice brush. So yeah, today I'm gonna be doing a full face using these crappy brushes. So wish me luck. Let's get into it. I got these clips, which apparently don't make your hair go all bendy. So hopefully we'll see. Little mini review there. Got them from Amazon, not that any of you care. Okay, so I've already moisturized my skin and everything. You guys know I don't normally use primer very often. So first of all, I'm gonna go in with the Milani 2-in-1 foundation, which I love. So I have like, I'm just gonna dump out my little bag of tricks here. So I've got one of these sponges here, which I think actually came with like a powder compact. And then, yeah, I have this Kiko brush here. So I think I'm just gonna take that. So this should hopefully be fairly easy. Boink, because I mean, this isn't that bad of a brush, to be fair. So yeah, I'm just gonna blend in my foundation with that. The tricky part is when we get to like the powders. Like this is the easy part because I could apply my foundation with my fingers if I wanted to. Ooh, this foundation's actually a really good match for me right now. You know what? This is actually applying really nicely. I know, like I said, it is a pretty decent brush anyway. And I have used this before with the Kiko foundation. But it's actually applying my foundation really, really nicely and really quickly. Take a tiny little bit more. Why have I just drawn like a McDonald's M above my eyebrows here? So now for concealer, I'm obviously going to be using my Bye Bye Under Eye. Now I have this thing here, which is from like one of those cushion foundations that you like, you guys know the ones that I mean. They've got like a little sponge and yeah, so I got that from there. So I think what I'm going to do is take some of that on the sponge like so, because I normally use my fingers for this, but I feel like this could work. Maybe. Will it? I don't know. I hope so. Let me like just bend that around my finger maybe. And just kind of, and just tap that in. Oh, it's like, it's giving it like a weird kind of texture. Okay. Can you hear how it's like that's just stuck to my face at this point. Why is it doing that? It's literally just sticking to my face. Don't know why. Okay, that's not too bad. Like I said, this isn't the part I'm nervous about. I can kind of make all of the cream products work, but it's when it comes to more precise things, like my eyes. Yeah, not sure that's gonna be as easy. So yeah, so far this isn't too bad. I prefer using it with my finger, but the finish isn't that different, to be fair. I'd say this is maybe a little bit more matte. Look at me doing a freaking review on this. I'd say this maybe applies your foundation a little bit more matte. I talk too much and I just need to stop, but I can't. It just keeps coming out. I mean, that's not worked too bad. It just doesn't like feel as nice to apply, and it keeps, like I said, just keeps sticking to my face. And I really don't know why. Maybe I'm wearing too much makeup. Let's not go there. So now switching things up a little bit because I don't know where my Too Faced concealer is. I'm gonna be using this NARS one. It is in the shade Canal. So I literally just like to do this for my own sanity, to be honest. It just makes me feel a bit better by doing this. I'm gonna go down these little darker areas that I have on my face here. Tiny bit along the snars, a little bit up there. And I'll also go on my eyelids as well. So for that concealer, I'm gonna be using this lovely sponge here. So again, I'm gonna try and do the same kind of thing and just like wrap it around my finger, maybe. Yes. And I'm gonna tap that in. Wait, that blended out really, really easily. Like it's picking up a lot of the product. It's not like a beauty blender, but it's kind of giving me a similar kind of finish. Like it just kind of seems to work the same. It just picks up more product, obviously, because it's one of those silly little sponges. At least this one's not sticking to my face. My base actually looks pretty good, apart from these bits of concealer I haven't blended in yet, but why is my base looking so good? It's not the easiest thing to blend out. There's definitely better ways of doing this, but it's on and it looks all right. So now for powder, I have a whole load of puffs. I mean, I'm guessing they all kind of really do the same thing. So I'm just gonna go for this Flormar one. I don't remember what this came in. I think it might have been like a highlighter or something, or a powder. It's probably a powder, wasn't it? So for that, I'm of course going to be using my Laura Mercier powder. Whack some of that in there. Maybe not that much. And right, I'm going to coat my sponge in that. And like tap off the rest on my hand. Oh my God, okay. This holds a lot of powder. Noted. And then I'm going to go under my eyeball. Take a bit more. Deposits a lot more powder on my face than I would like, but it's not too bad. It's like, people use these kind of powder puffs all of the time. So again, this isn't the thing that I'm overly worried about. So yeah, I'm just going to slap that all over my face here. Get rid of that little bit of sleep in my eyes. We like to keep it real here on this channel, apart from my face and my hair and my eyebrows and my... I mean, the finish I'm not in love with, just because it does make this foundation look a lot more matte than I would like, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's translucent powder. Not much can go wrong. Moving on to things that can easily go wrong. I have a hair on my lip. So now for contour, I'm of course going to be using my Too Faced Chocolate Bronzer, and I have this brush here. It's like one of those Benefit ones, but I think I got it from W7. Do you guys know the brushes that I mean? They're these anyway. Yeah, I'm going to swirl that in there, see if we can pick up much product, because I am running low on this here. And I'm going to just sculpt and just hope that this works. Ooh, you know what? That's actually not too bad, to be honest. I'm just kind of like using one of the sides mostly, so I'm putting product on the side and then just kind of brushing it up and down my face like that, because that is a little bit too harsh for me. But this, yeah, that's actually all right. I always did kind of like these brushes when I got them from Benefit products. I always felt they actually work quite well, especially for bronzer. Like blush is a little bit more like, I don't know, I wouldn't really apply blusher with this. Like remix and then blusher. That's actually, why do I feel like that actually looks better than normal? Like this thing here, it looks like I've got an actual dent in my face here. I don't. This brush is actually kind of doing bits for me here. Do a bit on the nose as well. You know what? This brush would actually be so good for contour if you're someone like me, where you want to contour your nose, but you also can't be able to contour your nose properly, so you just kind of dust bronzer on it and hope for the best. At least this will kind of keep it all on the straight and narrow. Right, I actually rate that. So now I'm going to apply some of my MAC Give Me Some bronzer. I just like to put this a little bit higher on my cheeks, and I'm going to be using this Estee Lauder brush thing that I think I got from... I think I actually did get it from a bronzer or something, so we'll see what it's like. I don't really look at this and think bronzer brush. I just look at this and think like Charlie Chaplin kind of mustache moment. Anyone else? Nope, just me, okay. So I'm gonna dust that on my cheeks up here. I'm literally using the tiniest amount just in case I F it up. Okay, take a bit more. I'm going so light at first so I don't create like a stripe on my face. And then I'm just gonna like fan it like that. I mean, it's not that bad, to be honest. I don't love it. I will never use this brush to bronze myself again, but we're making it work, baby. You know what? I will never say that I'm overly good at makeup, I'm overly creative, or anything like that, but I do make things work. Okay, maybe put a little bit too much bronzer on my face then. But it's okay. We can just go back in with my brush and smooth it all out. My base is actually looking pretty good, and I don't really understand it. So next, move on to blusher. So of course, I'm going to be using one of my Tarte blushes in the shade Harmony. It's just like a little mini that I have. You can literally see, I use this blusher every day, and like the embossing on it is barely touched because I literally use the smallest amount of blusher ever. So for that, I'm going to be using this brush here, which if you're the same age as me, or if you just use bourgeois makeup, then you may recognize this. It's from the little bourgeois blush thingies. Really don't understand why they ever put this in there, but we're rolling with it today. So I'm gonna take some of that. Oh, it's like it's quite like a stabby brush. Oh, and that ruined my nice little perfect looking blusher. Wah, wah. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the tiniest little amount here because I'm scared. I guess like the whole point of it, like just thinking about it now, because I've never really used these brushes before. I guess the idea is you like kind of just swoop it like that, maybe. Wait, why does that kind of work? It's giving me a lot of kickback on this product because the brush is so scratchy, but Why does that work? You literally give yourself a little smile, a little cheeky smile. Why am I so weird in this video? I feel like I've got like extra dose of weird today. And ding. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, no, I was just trying to be like positive then. No, that brush sucks for applying anything, I'd imagine. And again, it just looks like a silly little mustache. Right, I'm just gonna blot that down again on my face because that was making me look a little bit intense. Oh, god damn it. It's brought it all like really kind of in the center of my face here. So now I just look like I'm embarrassed. So now, highlighter. Now I do still have a discount code for Ocre. I don't think I've mentioned it in a while. So I'm gonna do my little YouTube bit for a second and say, hey guys, I have a discount code for Ocre. So if you want my fave highlighter, which I literally use all the time, Rodeo Drive, my fave, then yeah, I'll put the code on screen because I've forgotten it. I think it's Steph Toms. I've forgotten it, but I'll put it on screen now and I'll also leave a link to it down below, or like, you know what I mean, just check the description. So for my highlights today, I'm gonna be using this brush here from the brand Labiot. I think this was from a little contour duo or a blusher or something, but it's just this little kind of fairly floppy. It's not fluffy, it's more like floppy. A little floppy flat brush thing. So I'm gonna take some of that and I'm gonna ding, 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 ding. Try and not make it look like a stripe of highlighter on my face, but also if it is, oops, I'm just gonna like, okay. I mean, it's still popping. It's always popping. There's literally like no wrong way of wearing this freaking highlighter because it's just so good, but it's not, oh God, that was too much. It's not to my usual standards of application, but it's still there. I'm just trying to like blend this bit out here. It's still there and it looks pretty good. This bit up here looks a little bit questionable, but we just blot it down and pretend that never happened. So then again, more on this side. Oh, yes, 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 yes. It does look a little bit stripy, but that's okay. Stripy and shiny is better than no stripy, no shiny. Gonna do my usual Cupid's bow. Try and do a bit on my snars without it looking bonkers. And then go down the center there. That's not bad. I mean, I'm not being funny, but I've done pretty much a full face. And so far it's not been too bad. But now we move on to the eyes, where everything could go very, very wrong. So for my eyes today, I'm gonna be using a palette that I've been using for a while now. You guys may have recognized it in my recent like everyday makeup video, but it is the Nip and Fab Sculptor palette, which looks like these. I like to just use these two shades here and then sometimes this one down here. Itchy nose. So the brushes that I have today, let me just collect them for you. Okay, I've got this brush from Urban Decay, which I feel like that's too easy. Like this, Urban Decay brushes are pretty good. I'm gonna try and do my makeup with these brushes first, like the typical cheapy little foam applicator. What else have we got? We've got this one, which has like an angle on there, which looks really bristly, but actually it feels quite smooth. Got more little foamy boys. And then I feel like this one might be the savior as well, just purely because it has got a little bit of fluffiness to it, so I might be able to get in there. So I'm gonna start off with these guys, and then if worst comes to worst, I might use the Urban Decay brush, but I'm gonna try not to. So first of all, I'm gonna go in with this shade here. These brushes are like ruining all of my palettes. They're like scraping everything up here. Okay, gonna like fling my arm around to get off the excess. And I'm gonna try and just sketch that in my crease for a moment. Oh no, it already looks terrible. Oh my goodness, okay. There's a lot of fallout with this as well because the bristles aren't like holding on to any of the products. Oh my goodness, what is this thing down here? Seriously, like I just never understand why people would include little applicators. Like I understand when makeup wasn't as big of a thing and you couldn't necessarily get overly cheap makeup brushes, but now you can literally go into like Poundland and get some all right brushes. They might not be the best, but they're a damn sight better than this. Like I can't even do any blending with this. I'm literally just having to like slap it and pray that it just looks somewhat blended as I do it. Okay, one thing I can do actually while I'm here, find it because I've already lost it. I'm gonna take my highlighter and I'm gonna take this end of the brush because this is what I can do. Like this isn't too bad. I'm gonna take some of that and I'm gonna highlight my inner corner. See, that works nicely. It's just when you wanna kind of blend anything, then you're gonna have a problem. So as long as you don't wanna blend your makeup, as long as you don't mind it looking like just splat on your face, then yeah, these applicators are great. But if you want to actually blend your eye makeup, you might want to invest in a fluffy brush. Go to Poundland, go to Primark, now that it's open, go anywhere, Asda, Tesco, wherever. Do not use this to blend. If you're using this to blend and you think your eyeshadow looks crap, this is why. It's not you, it's the brush. It's like me every time I do my makeup, slightly questionably. I'm like, it's not me, it's the makeup. I didn't do it. The brush made me do this. Okay, I'm resorting to the Urban Decay brush because I really need to blend this out. So I'm gonna take some of that again, tap off the excess. I mean, it's not even the right kind of brush. Like I wouldn't normally use something like this in my crease, but it's doing it a whole lot better than all the other ones. So I'm just gonna blend out the edges there. But if at first you don't succeed,
you can dust it off and try again. Unless it stains, then you can try again, try again.
That's not too bad, is it? For like the first bit of blend, that's not... It's passable. It's not too bad. So now let's use one of these little foamy boys. Now, I actually don't mind these for applying shimmers and glitters. They're actually quite useful, which is why I do actually have so many. But I am going to try it with this matte shadow for a moment. So I'm going to pick it up like that. You can see it's on there. And let's see what this looks if I kind of like just pat it. Okay, I know the two colors are very, very similar, so you can't really see like too much of a color difference anyway. But that's actually not bad. That, especially just for like packing colors on the lid, you can just kind of pat it on, and then as you're getting less product on your brush, you just kind of blends itself. That's not too bad. Don't try and blend with it because it won't work, I'm telling you now. But if you're doing like this, it's not bad for applying product. And there's no real fallout either because it does all just stick to the applicator. So I'm gonna go back in with my Urban Decay brush and just blend all of that out. It's like there's a questionable shape going on there. I'm like, where is my eyelid going? Go back in with the old foundation brush, pretend it never happened. So now I'm gonna go back in with that little kind of scratchy, bristly sort of brush. And I'm gonna go back in with the first shade that I used and get my mirror the right way. And I'm gonna try and do a little something on my lower lash line there. Just gives me a lot of fallout. And these eyeshadows aren't very fallouty at all. So they're not even like the most pigmented eyeshadows. They're just good for an everyday kind of situation. And then again, I will just use my savior here, the little Urban Decay brush, and just blend that out. I mean, it could be a lot worse. It could be a lot better, don't get me wrong, but it could be a lot worse. So now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of shimmer. I don't normally do shimmer on like an everyday basis, but I do wanna kind of show you guys how these work with shimmer, because usually they're not too bad. So I'm gonna take this shade up here, and again, just kind of make sure there's no excess there. And I'm just gonna smudge that onto my lid. You can see that there. It doesn't necessarily go on amazingly at first, but it does give you quite a good color payoff. So swings and roundabouts, you know? Is that how you use the saying? Don't know. Don't care. Ready? Ta-da! See, it's on there. It's very much on there. So for shimmers, these kind of things actually do work quite well. Not too shabby. So for my brows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Brow Pomade in the shade Medium Brown. So I'm going to take some of that. I honestly don't really see how this could be a problem to use. Like, the only downside to it is that it's so teeny tiny, but like the brush itself looks quite good. So I'm just going to make sure there's not too much on my brush there. And then fill in some of these bad boys. You know what? Because this brush is so tiny, the bristles are so like tiny and thin and everything. So it's actually creating quite a good brow stroke. Let me just fill in that gap there because I lost half of my brow hairs there when I laminated them. There's a video on my channel if you want to see me losing half an eyebrow. Fun for all the family. Actually, it's not because I swear quite a lot in that video, so sorry in advance. And then I'm just going to brush them through again. That was actually way easier than I thought it was going to be for the whole face. I'm not even mad at it. So I think that's pretty much it, to be honest. Like, obviously, mascara, you apply it with the wand. Brow gel, with the wand. And then, yeah, just a little bit of lipstick and lip liner. And that's kind of my full face done. So be right back. I'm going to go and do all that, like mascara, lips, whatever. If there's any point where I think to myself, I might need a brush for that, like if I need to tidy up my lips or anything, I will come back to you guys. But yeah, other than that, see you in a sec. Don't know why I paused like that. It's like my brain just stopped working for a split second. See you in a minute. All right, guys, so this is a finished look. Nothing overly interesting, just like my typical kind of everyday makeup. I actually think it looks all right. I was expecting it to be a mess, and I was thinking to myself, Steph, you're gonna have to do some touching up there. But actually, it doesn't look that much different to how I normally did my makeup. It was a bit more of a faff, and by a bit more of a faff, I mean some products were bloody annoying to use. But the end result is there. Like, I got my face on, I'm looking better than I was. And yeah, it was actually way less of a fail than I thought it would be. So I'm actually kind of impressed. Not that this is like a review on like cheapy brushes or anything, but it worked. Yay. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it took me so long to do. Like, I have no excuse. My brain sometimes doesn't work. If you enjoyed this video, as always, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more of me, because I upload all the damn time. Also, tag your favorite creators or let them know, like tell them to do this challenge, because I'm very curious to see how everyone else gets on with this. But apart from that, that is it from me. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye. I'm really sorry I've been so weird in this video. I had coffee before I filmed and I shouldn't do that. And I just caught my nail on my nipple ring. Okay, bye.